Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw on third down, Ferguson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ferguson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 11. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Get it! Trap 60! Trap 60!
Throwing to start the drive.
Rutherford. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Okay,
here's
ready?
a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Ready?
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready?
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Rutherford. Open open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
70 Ranger.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Rutherford.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He's got some room to operate.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Escaping a tackler at the 25.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. The Niners at 1-13 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Reload! Reload!
Davis Price once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Ferguson. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Off play action. Rutherford. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Rutherford. Open man right side is Rice. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The 4 receivers set here on 3rd down. They're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Rutherford escaping the pressure right. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Go.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here we go.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Rutherford. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw on second down, Ferguson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On third down, Ferguson.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Get it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
19 Lions.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Rutherford.
He's got this to Pickens.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Come on, come on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready, ready?
Looking to throw. Rutherford.
Open man here, Schwartz complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Hurry, hurry!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Going deep here for Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Go!
They'll try the left side with Etienne. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Let's go
4
now.
receivers split out here. It's
Hawk
3rd and 8.
Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Rutherford. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Ferguson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? is for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
18, Pioneer. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Throwing on third and long. Ferguson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go. You ain't doing nothing.
Off the play fake. Ferguson. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
Here we go.
7-yard line.
Warrior 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw again. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Ferguson got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on second down. Ferguson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
From the gun on third down. Ferguson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
79 Bronco.
Operating from the gun. Ferguson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
I got you, boy.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Trap 60. Hurt.
Motion man is Schwartz.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
On first down, Rutherford. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
On 1st and 10, Rutherford. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put the...
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing on 1st down, Ferguson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out right at the 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off play action. Ferguson gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, Ferguson going deep here for Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Ready.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Down the numbers. There he goes. Travis Etienne. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing to start the drive. Ferguson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Trap 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ferguson, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 rattling. 18 rattling. Rig alert. Rig alert.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 48-yard line.
Shut up. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer. Hurt.
On 1st and 10, Ferguson.
High it there to grab it.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on second down, Ferguson.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on 1st down. Ferguson trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Here we go, here we go. Let go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the ready. Ready, ready?
And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.